Welcome back to the Kaspa Silver YouTube channel. In today's video, I want to show you guys how you can connect your own Kaspa node to Kaspium or KasWare. So if you have not seen the video already on how to run a Kaspa node and why you should run a Kaspa node, you should watch these videos because this is really good so that you guys can understand why it's important to have your own node connected to these wallets. That way, you are no longer dependent on a third party to allow you to be able to have your transactions go through on the network in the event that these third-party nodes that you are trusting happen to be offline. So to begin, I'm going to be showing you guys how to connect your node to Kaspium. So to start off, you want to first make sure that your node is running. You know that it is fully synced up and connected to the network when you come to the block tag visualizer and it looks like this. And also when you go to the logs, you'll just be seeing a bunch of accepted blocks. So then what you're going to want to do is go to your settings, and then where it says local P2P node configuration, you're going to want to click on client RPC and make sure that you enable gRPC. And then if you are connecting this to Kaspium, you're going to want to go ahead and click network interface and then click on any. And then also you can have this enabled as well, enable UPnP. This is pretty much all you need to do on the node side of things. The rest is basically going to be dependent on your router. So everyone is going to be different. And so this is kind of difficult to give a tutorial for everyone because everyone has a different router and everyone's router has different types of settings. But I'm just going to show you how it worked for me on an AT&T router so that you can get kind of an idea of what needs to be done so that your node can actually be connected to your Kaspium wallet. If you do have a different router than AT&T, what you can do is head over to the Discord and go over to the help node section in the Discord, and you can ask questions in there regarding your router, and possibly someone in there can help you to navigate on how to open up a port that you specifically need to open up so that your Kaspium wallet can connect to your own node. So first off, for AT&T, this is how it worked for me. I had to first go to my AT&T router settings, and to go to that, usually on the back of your router, you should have a link that you can go to. It's usually an IP address. And then from here, for AT&T, I had to click firewall. And then once I go to firewall, I had to click NAT/gaming. Once I click NAT/gaming, this is how it looks like once the setup is completely finished. But since you probably don't have this set up, you're going to want to go ahead and click custom services here. And then once you click custom services here, you will need to add a brand new custom service. The service name can be anything you want, but these are the other settings you need to put in. Global port range needs to be 16.11.0 to 16.11.0. The base host port needs to also be 16.11.0, and then the protocol is TCP/UDP. And then you're going to want to go ahead and click add. Once you click add on AT&T, this is how it shows up. You're going to see application hosting entry. This is where you're going to need to click the service that you just added. The one that I added here was named subscribe. So once you add that one, you're going to want to also select the device that you want to connect it to. So you'll just find your laptop or your PC or whatever device you're using that you want to have your node running on. You'll go ahead and select that device, and then you'll just hit add. Once you hit add, it's going to look something like that. And then it's going to tell you the ports that it has opened up and also the device that it's connected to. And so once you do that, you're going to want to go to a website that NordVPN has. It's going to be down below in the description, but it's what is my IP address. NordVPN has a website that you can go to so you can see your public IP address. Whatever shows up here in this section that is blacked out, you're going to want to put into Kaspium. So once you have that IP address, you're going to want to go into the Kaspium wallet and click settings, and then you're going to want to go to network. and then click where it says Kaspa node. You'll click add node, and then right here you can literally just name this whatever you want, and then you'll enter the node URL, and what you'll put in here is exactly what the website told you your public IP address is. Once you add that and your KNG node is running, you have these settings configured the correct way, your Kaspium wallet should connect to your node, and then you can even test it yourself. You can disconnect from your Wi-Fi totally, and as long as your KNG node is running, you'll be able to have transactions go through on the Kaspium wallet because you are connected to your own node, and now you're no longer reliant on the third party, like the official Kaspium node, which is a third party and someone else manages it. Now you can manage your own node and basically have your own, confirm your own transactions to go through. So the next thing I want to show you is how to connect CasWare to your own node. This is a whole lot more easier because basically all you're doing is connecting to your node locally, and you don't really have to do anything with your router. If you don't care about using Kaspium with your node, you don't have to worry about anything I just did with the router. All you simply have to do is go into KNG. And if you are relying on your router to allow you to connect to your node on Kaspium, you can keep it on any, but if you just care about CasWare, you can switch this over to local. And then once you switch that over to local, you make sure that enable gRPC is still on and enable UPnP. You can go back to your CasWare wallet, and all you have to do is go to settings and then go to network, and where it says Kaspa mainnet, you'll click the settings there, and then this is the address you have to put into here. This is going to be the same for everyone because you're running the node locally on your device. This is going to be the same address for anyone running it because you're not going to be able to connect to your node with CasWare on a separate device. So let's say you have your node running on one laptop, the second laptop, you put the same address in, it's not going to work because the node is not running locally on the same device. So it only works locally. This does not work without the node running on the same exact device. So once you put this address in, you'll be able to connect to the network, and I can literally show you how we are connected to the network here because I have KNG running right here. If I go out of KNG and close it, you could see that I get this message right here, connecting to network, because I'm no longer connected to my node. So all I got to do is just open up KNG again, and you're going to see how quickly it's going to go ahead and try to connect back to my node. So once I have this running, I'm going to go back over here, and you can see that it's already connected back and no longer has that error because it is totally dependent on my node running on my local device. So that's pretty much it on how to connect CasWare to your own node. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and showing you guys how to connect Kaspium and CasWare to your own node. If you have not considered getting yourself a Tangem wallet to make sure that you keep your Caspa offline and off exchanges, Tangem right now has restocked these Caspa branded wallets, and the shipping starts in August, and you can go ahead and pre-order these versions of Tangem so that you can get the Caspa logo on your Tangem cards. And if you use the code Caspa Silver at the checkout, you can get 10% off. And I also receive a commission for that. So I really do thank you for using my code because it does help support the channel. So if you're interested in that, there's links down below. If you're interested in any other kind of wallets, I do have playlists that go over the different wallets that Kaspa is supported on, and I also have videos explaining all those wallets as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here, and as always, don't be average, be different.